long time.
If they stay together, they're going to have multiple championships. I'm not going to sit here and say 6 or 7 or 10, but they're going to have multiple championships.
For you old guys, I'm going to go ahead and put words in your mouth. I'm going to be debating the real GOAT, Woo. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Married to Sports podcast. With me, as always, I have Rodney and the Diabolical One. How you guys doing today? All right, so last night, I missed I only missed 3 in hockey. I thought I had a worse night than I did.
Yeah, your Red Wings look good, man.
Boy, that was scary. Gibson was giving up the house, man. I'll tell you who looked good, though, and I thought it was a must-win for you guys, was the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-1. That was a...
So, Dio, did you get to see any of the Maple Leafs game? I didn't.
I watched the highlights. I mean, Austin Matthews is back, our goalie. He did a good job. We won 4-1, so I'll take that. That's a good night.
So
guys, I'm not
Brandon,
going to lie. I just got off a little bit ago, and I really haven't got to look. One interesting topic to me, though, is Thursday, the Lions take on the Cowboys. The Lions are at home. But the Cowboys are 6-5-1, and I think they have room for one loss and can make the playoffs.
I think y'all beat the Lions.
We have the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Giants.
You know y'all going to beat the Commanders and Giants. I'm making a point here, as bad as they're playing this year. But how do you feel about the Chargers and the Chiefs?
Well, they're not playing the Chiefs.
We beat the Chiefs.
Not Chiefs. Chargers and Lions, I meant.
I think they beat the Lions. I think the Chargers might be one of those games where just the matchup is kind of wonky, where Dallas may kind of goof that game. They may not. I'm not saying they are, but the rest of those games they should win. But do they play cowboy football or do they play down to their competition?
And that's a key question. We've been seeing that all year, even in college, playing down to competition.
Yep.
So, Brandon, how do you avoid the letdowns if you're a coach?
Well, I mean, you got to go into each week. If you're the Cowboys, you got to think that this is every game is a playoff game. I mean, you're in the playoffs right now, and that's kind of how you have to look at it. And so you don't want to overlook anybody. You want to prepare for that team and that team only. It's make or break. And so, for me, one of the big questions is going to be the Chargers. You know, if we get past the Lions, we have room to lose one. Then we got to get past the Chargers. I mean, we still got to get past everybody else. We have 2 guys in the division, which I'm not worried about the Commanders or Giants. I think we should beat them handily. I know it's a rivalry game. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. But if you look at Dak's record against his division, Dak's record is unbelievable. And then you've got the Lions and the Chargers, which are absolute. And then I think you got Minnesota in there, which are I know Minnesota can win a game, but if we make J.J. McCarthy look like an MVP, we're in some bad shape. So I think the defense is going to be able to get after J.J. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So 3 of these games are winnable. 2 of these games are going to be really tough. But if we get past the Lions, it's not going to matter if we get past the Chargers.
Minnesota's that ultimate trap game because you know what? You didn't know what they would do with J.J. McCarthy, and now that you're seeing his body of work for the first season, do you think he's going to improve, or you think it's what we see is what we get? Let's be real.
So I had a hard time with J.J. McCarthy getting drafted in the first place because I seen what he did at Michigan, and it's not so much what I didn't see at Michigan. He's a national champion. Okay, he did his job to the best of his ability, and they won a title. However, he did not carry that team. He did not will them to victory. He played good football. And so I was not big on him coming out because I wasn't sure he could throw the ball. I didn't see him do it in college. You barely seen him throw the ball, and he was – sometimes it looked good, sometimes it didn't. You really didn't have enough of J.J. McCarthy. I wouldn't have made that move. I seen him in the preseason. Everybody looks good in the preseason. I get it. He made some big-time throws. He actually has a couple wins under his belt, so it's not like he can't do it. I don't know if he's the right fit for McConnell. I don't know if McConnell's the right fit for him. I really don't know what's going on there.
Theo, what's your thoughts?
I don't really have many to say. I mean, about that. At the end of the day, I mean, I don't. It's not a conversation. I'm just like, oh, well, let me talk about that. You know what I mean? When you bring JJ McCarthy into the conversation, I kind of tune out. That's how I feel about it. He's irrelevant in this conversation to me. But
Right.
You know what? Ultimately, this is his rookie season, technically. Whether you say
stop
what
giving out the.
No.
Yeah,
Come on,
I'm not
man.
going to sit here with the excuses, but we're talking about the Cowboys. Why are we talking about JJ? I said the Cowboys should win that game.
You're right. But
No, this is
all
more.
right,
This is more of
it's
an
not
assessment.
his.
We should be talking about Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. That's what we really should be talking about. Bird.
I'm gonna tell you right now, with George Pickens in the mix, that has really helped CD Lamb. Let's be real, because you can't double team CD Lamb and Pickens all the time. You know, CD's got to work on his Butterfinger problem because he's had a lot. He had a lot of drops against the Eagles, and wasn't it last week against the
Pick a
Chiefs? He had
game,
a lot of
Rod.
drops.
Pick a game. That's the point. That's why he's bringing up Dak and CD because
Yeah,
right now, Dak started going away from CD and hitting everybody else but CD because of the drops. And plus, if it's in some of the spraying this year, and you may agree with me or disagree, he's lost some of the contested catches.
Oh, he's lost some of the open catches. What do you mean?
I know, but even when it's contested, it's like he's kind of like, oh shit, f this play, he's out. He checks out.
I mean,
all right.
part of me likes that about CD because as a coach, I believe you may witness a million plays that are similar,
Yeah, you will.
but you will never play twice.
Yeah,
So,
Does that
Brandon,
make
I got
sense?
it does.
yeah.
So I want you to have a short-term memory. Short-term memory on the bat. I want you to remember everything you did that was right.
He's caught a lot this year that CD should have been catching. Is my point.
Listen, if I'm gonna shop CD, I'm gonna shop CD for a Jamar Chase, a Justin Jefferson, a top 5 receiver, a Puka Nakua, Jackson Smith and Jigba, because I have that talent. Or I'm gonna go get 3 firsts and a second, right? I'm gonna 31 other teams want CD Lamb. There's 31 other teams that can make room and make an argument for CD Lamb. I mean, you could go get DK Metcalf and a couple draft picks. But my thing, the CD does have a lot of drops. You just extended him. The relationship between him and Dak seems just fine.
But is it though? I mean, is that smoke and mirrors they're putting on the field just to avoid controversy and rumors?
As a fan, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but in the back of my mind, it's like Dak and him may be going, yeah, got it. Dak's going. I'm not throwing it to him again because he just dropped 3 in a row. So because Dak likes his numbers too. He's going to be looking for other receivers.
And you know what?
Well, this is gonna get boring real quick because I'm on Dak's side on this. Like
you see most
4 drop balls. What, Bird?
I was going to say when you see most quarterbacks, they got their favorite targets all the time, and ultimately, if you miss a few catches that you're supposed to be making in the game, they're not going back to that target because you know what? Ultimately, they're going to find who can catch the ball.
There's a pecking order, okay? When a coach draws up a play, right, a passing play, we have a certain receiver in mind. That route is called a hot route. That is typically where you want that ball to go. So if you notice, they mix CeeDee Lamb in and out, right? They put him inside, they'll put him outside, put him in the slot, put him on the opposite side, because they're putting him in the designed hot route. Dak is reading the double coverage, seeing whatever he's got, but I'm with D.O. on this. If you have 4 drops in the first Eagles game, you actually have a chance to redeem yourself. Now you have another 4 drops in the second Eagles game. Now you're up to 8 drops. How many other drops have we seen throughout the games? I mean, if I'm Dak, I don't want to throw you the ball either. And that's where I was going with it. I was expecting Dio to kind of take CD's side. I was hoping Dio would take CD's side because I was going to beat it up. But, yeah, how do you, as a player, how do you not get in the other player's space? Like, man, you want the ball. I understand that. I want you to catch the damn thing. I need you to catch it. Like, I'm throwing it to you for a reason. Either catch it or don't. Like,
Let me ask you this question. Is CD still hurt?
His pride.
But is he still working through that leg injury? Because when he makes those cuts and stop routes, I mean, it's a lot on his legs and actually pain before those balls get there, and he's not completely focused. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I know you don't like.
If you're not healthy, then don't go. If you're on the field, you should be able to perform.
How many players did that in the past, though?
I get it, but I'm not going to sit here and give that excuse.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
I gladly accepted it already. I can't give it back. So,
well, I'm glad you accepted it. I'm not going to accept that excuse. I'm not. You're out there on the field. You should perform. If I'm not going to cut Baker slack when he has the torn labrum, I'm not going to cut CeeDee Lamb slack for not catching a ball. You have one job.
Well, as a resident Cowboys fan here.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I'm going to disagree with you, sir. I don't know. I mean, we're talking about the Lions and the Cowboys right now, and honestly, it's in Dallas.
No, it's in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with the Cowboys on that one.
This is equally a must-win game for both teams, though. Both teams are in the hunt for the playoffs.
Yeah, but Dallas is playing like they want it, and Detroit's not.
Exactly. That's where I was going with that comment.
See, that's why I'm here, Rod. We get there faster.
Oh, thank you. But, you know what? I saw something interesting. Speaking of switching teams, trades and all, Giannis is talking to the team about his future.
Well, there's only one reason he'd be doing that. Is to try to make himself feel better that the Bucks maybe not are going to give him what he's asking for, what he's looking for, and so he's already throwing out the drama queen tiara onto the court. He's trying to get sides. Who he can get more believable. If his teammates are there and say, "Yeah, Giannis, you deserve that," But I mean, that's all locker room talk. But I mean, for him to be talking to him about his future in Milwaukee, and we're not even at the midway point. What a dumbass. Honestly, you don't do that. You leave your personal contract. Buddies of mine all the time tell me when they worked in places because they do, and I never really.
Well, I think that's been one of the kickers with Giannis. Is I think Giannis has wanted out for a minute. If you notice, last year they had the failed experience with Dame Lillard, and so I think Giannis has wanted out of Milwaukee for a minute. They're not doing much to get him help, and to be honest, as much as I like Dame Time, I didn't think Dame Time was that guy. Not the guy to get you over the hump. Now, maybe in his early years when he was with Portland, but definitely not in his latter years. Portland wasted Dame. I mean, they did. And so
I will agree with that.
I think that Giannis sees his future in Milwaukee looking bleak. I mean, they're not. What are they doing to get him help? Now, they did get him Miles Turner. They did get some pieces, but that's not the style of basketball they play.
Was it the right pieces? And you know what? Let's be real here. Doc Rivers is not that coach that's going to win you championships. We can sit here and talk about James Franklin and all these other coaches in every other sport.
All right, so here's the difference between Doc Rivers and James Franklin. Before I'm going to stop you right there. Doc Rivers is a champion. Put some respect on that man's name.
I'm not saying that.
Put some respect on that man's name.
I'm talking about winning the championship.
Does Franklin have a championship?
No, that's the point.
Do not put him in Doc Rivers' conversation.
The point is this. The point is he hasn't been able to get over the hump out of the first or second round.
He won a championship.
Yeah, with the Celtics, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Because there was the reason they did that's when he put the money up in the ceiling tile at the Staples Center.
Then I'm wrong, but the point I'm making is this. In his latter years, besides that one championship, he's had a lot of first and second round exits. I'll give him the respect of the championship. And I'm right on this.
Why couldn't you compare him to another football coach or a basketball coach? Because he's in the.
All right.
You,
I'm sorry.
You
I
could hit
made
me
the
with a
wrong
group. You hit
comparison.
me with a college football coach that ain't done jack.
But the
That's
point I'm
disrespectful.
making is
Point is, you're
he's a bad.
disrespectful.
The point I'm making is he's a bad fit in Milwaukee with Giannis and all. You can see it. It's evident. And you know what? Ultimately, if he stays there, I think that's going to make Giannis go faster. That's all I was trying to get to.
I don't think Milwaukee has anything to do with Doc. It's not Milwaukee's problem. Now, has Doc Rivers lost his fastball? I will say Doc Rivers has lost his fastball. Has he fallen short? Yeah, absolutely. But then look at what he's taken to get where they've gone. Like, you realize Doc made JT and Jaylen Brown, right? They didn't just come into the league like that. Like, he developed those players. Oh, we're not going to give him credit for that? Okay, don't worry, I will.
I'm not. Hold on.
No,
I'm gonna use a double negative here.
you just compared him to a bum.
Credit. I'm saying from the present where he hasn't gotten over the hump to get back to where he was. That's all I'm saying, Brandon. And that fractures a team because what you say all the time. What's the ultimate goal? What's the ultimate goal? Championships.
You can honestly look
Giannis
at,
has won
and I know
in
we have,
what, 10 years?
I know we have a person that's close to us that is related to Joe Mazzulla, but I'm gonna put Joe Mazzulla in the John Gruden category because they are both champions that got another man's team.
yeah, it's true.
But you see where I'm going with this, right? I'm saying, as of right now, when you had so many first round exits in the past few years when he was with the Celtics after that championship, now with the Bucks, it's going to fracture Giannis from wanting to be there because he's getting older. His main goal is championships right now. Because you just mentioned Dane right there saying that Portland wasted him. Right now, past that one championship, Giannis is being wasted in Milwaukee. Let's be real.
Do you know why that coach is even with Giannis?
Why, Brandon?
Because Giannis wanted him.
What?
Giannis wanted him. And Dame.
Rodney's got piss in his face right now. Damn, Rod. You're like, what?
But, all right, so the big three in Brooklyn wanted each other, but it didn't work out. That's the point. Sometimes you may want a coach, but it don't work out.
Hold on now. You had Kevin
players
Durant who didn't want to be the leader, Kyrie that had off the court issues, and James Harden who wasn't healthy, and a coach they didn't want, a rookie coach they didn't want, and you're gonna compare that to Giannis, who got literally everything he asked for.
All right. But at the point, he got everything he wanted. Then,
even when I hear you in slow motion, Rodney, it still sounds the same. It's like my ears are still. Like if you could slow down your speech, my ears would greatly appreciate it because it would give them a fighting chance to keep it out of what you're saying right now. Oh, Rodney, how do we get in the quagmire with you? Giggity. I mean,
I swear to God, dude, I don't know what we're gonna do with you.
Are you sure you want to go down that nose hole?
Forget the rabbit hole. It's the nose hole, right?
You brought us here. Now you want to go?
Let's get over.
I was happy talking about big boy football. You wanted to bring it on to basketball, and then you want to be crazy with that. Talk about James Franklin.
Brandon, let's get over the hump. Come on, man. We can do it.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see you in that Shador jersey.
It's
the
coming.
whole podcast. It's coming. I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah. Where I'm in a bar stool, and y'all can see the Alpha Dog Shador jersey.
Are you sure? Because there's everything but shrimp on this counter.
We've kind of beat the college football playoff to death.
Hey, I'm getting really tired of talking about it every night.
But we did have some breaking news today. Brian Hartline from Ohio State receiver coach, offensive coordinator, is going to South Florida. No, for the
Oh,
job.
oh,
University of South Florida.
okay. Yeah,
I think that's
is he
I
going to
think
coach?
that's
But he's
the
going to
right hire.
is he going to coach through the playoffs, or
I didn't
I mean,
hear
here
that.
we go again. We could talk about the coaching situation where if a coach is let go or anything else, you're not allowed to really mess with that engagement until after the playoffs
Yeah,
championship.
I really hate that they talk to college coaches like in the middle of the season. That's so dumb.
Yeah. Well, you don't always see a lot of coaches get across the country. Major schools, you might hear of one mid-season that everybody suspected, but this year, Rodney was calling it early on. He goes, "How many coaches are going to get fired this year?" And we pretty much had them all, Rodney, except maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Gundy
I mean,
was
Mike Norvell is still at Florida State, but Gundy, I wouldn't have believed that. Not this year, or any year. Honestly, I figured they'd give him the option to finish out the season.
I thought he would have retired. I thought he would have retired. I thought they would have forced him to retire. I didn't think they would have straight up fired him.
Yeah, I know. Because he's kind of like a Dabo Swinney of that area, playing for Clemson, but he wasn't a big yet.
The Kansas State coach is retiring, sources say.
Is he the one that took over after Snyder went back and bailed him out?
Yeah, he's the one that came from North Dakota State.
That's right. Because, that was like Mac Brown back to North Carolina. When he left North Carolina and went to Texas and back to Carolina before he retired again. Snyder did the same thing. But Snyder he retired, and did nothing else.
Right.
And then Kansas State was like, "Can you please come back and at least build our program back, and then we'll find the right coach."
Texas gave Matt Brown too much respect. Like, I appreciate for what he did winning us a national title because he had Young and Jamal Charles.
Yep.
Bad dudes, Lyman Swede. All right. Mac Brown did us so dirty at the end. Like, it was not even funny what he did to us at the end of that. Like, to be honest with you, I'm really surprised that it only took us going through Tom Herman and Charlie Strong.
I can see that. But to answer y'all's question on a couple things,
but in college football, he's probably top 15.
To answer your question, Dio, about a couple things, Hartline is staying with Ohio State through the playoffs.
Okay.
And Chris Klein, I think his name's Chris Klein. I know the last name's Klein. That's the Texas A&M offensive coordinator, who used to be the quarterback at Kansas State.
But we're not. All right. We're not talking about the actor Chris Klein. We're talking about the player. Okay.
Is taking the job at Kansas State because he was a former quarterback there.
Because you like to mix stories. So I was waiting to see.
No, I'm not mixing anything this time.
I didn't know if the actor Chris Klein was taking the head coaching job at,
He's going to act the part, okay?
Okay. And make sure you rotate all the way around back there. You're still on.
So, we talked about basketball for a minute, and I wanted to say something before we moved off of basketball, and I forgot. So, everybody knows there's 82 games in the season, right?
Right.
The Thunder are on pace to go 84. I know there's only 82 games. You people that are like, oh my God, that amount doesn't add up. I understand. 21 and 1. Right? Get to 82 based on that ratio. Put you at 84.
You know what? Oklahoma City is the most complete team right now. And the scary thing is how young they are. But I said it on another episode of this podcast. They brought in the right veterans to help this team gel. And they're not going anywhere.
Timeout. Stop.
No, I'm not stopping.
What veterans?
Caruso
was the only veteran.
Wasn't Hartenstein somewhere else?
Hartenstein's not a vet. Hartenstein's a young guy.
Hold on.
27.
But had he been somewhere else, is what I'm saying. He may be 27, but...
He joined the Houston Rockets in 18. He's kind of a vet. He's a vet.
All right, and he was with the New York Knicks before too. So
So
that's the
he was
point
in
I
a
was
losing
making.
franchise. He didn't know how to win. It's not like you brought in a vet from a winning team.
No,
Alex
but
Caruso was your
I'm
only vet.
saying I'm saying fit wise, Brandon. Those were the right pieces to help that team gel. That's all I was
Well,
saying.
Hartenstein was coming off the bench. Hartenstein just got in the starting rotation.
Fair point. But Caruso was that guy that is teaching these guys to win championships.
Caruso also came off the bench, by the way.
And that's what I'm saying. You got two vets that had been in the league for a while that have helped this team gel together. You can't deny that. Can you?
I don't see Alex Caruso and Hartenstein in the leadership roles. I don't.
It
It's
don't
On the
matter about
bench, on
it
the
don't matter.
bench,
it's the big three, which is
It
Shea,
don't
Jay Will, and Chet. That's the
it
big
don't
three.
it don't matter about leadership. Leadership. What I'm saying is this: whoever the leader is doing a great job. But what I'm trying to say is the pieces they brought in help solidify the franchise with the play with bringing the team together. Not every player is going to be in a leadership role.
Yeah, I think Dagnow or not Dagnow.
Sam Presti.
That's the bingo. I think Sam Presti's done a great job. I think that Hartenstein has played a key role and a key piece. I think that Caruso is a key piece. I think that they're two Jags. I think they're just another guy. Right? I think you can plug those in with a couple other pieces and it really not affect you a whole lot. Okay, I really truly believe that. I do think Alex Caruso is a nice player. I do think Hartenstein's a nice player. I do like seeing them with the Thunder. I don't want to see that change. What I have seen was the growth of SGA and the evolution and upward explosion of Jay Will. Now Jay Will is now back healthy, and we hadn't seen him a lot. So Alex Caruso did a great job stepping up. Hartenstein did a great job stepping up. And yeah, you're great. The veteran leadership to be able to step up in those key roles. Okay, I'm with you there. I am with you in those spots. But I'm looking at SGA taking over and really playing like the league MVP. I'm looking at all these guys really buying in and believing in each other, but it comes down to Shea first. I mean,
And
being real.
I never disputed that, Brandon. I mean, SGA is that guy. He's the guy that's going to carry that team. But you take Anthony Edwards right here in Minnesota. That is that guy, but he don't have the pieces around him.
I don't think Ant-Man's that guy.
For that team, that's why he's there for it to be that guy. Whether he is or not, I'm saying he don't have the pieces around him as much as Oklahoma City. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no, I agree. Well, hold on now. You're looking at Oklahoma City as a super team now because of what they've done and what they've built.
Exactly. And they
They
didn't
are
go out and
very.
manufacture a big, and they didn't go out and manufacture a big three. Let's be real.
They
Like
manufactured a big. They absolutely manufactured. Home grew a big three.
that's what I'm saying. They didn't go out and do the LeBron, D Wade, and all this that had been on other teams. They home grew
Right.
it. That's what
They
I
went out
call
and made guys names. Right. They went out and
right.
made family names. That's exactly where I'm going with it. Oklahoma City is playing a different brand of basketball than the rest of the NBA. Wemby's out for right now. And he's coming back. But if you notice, the Spurs without Wemby are not the same. The if Shea goes out, I don't think it'll be the same. But we've seen Jay Will go out. We've seen Hartenstein go out. We've seen some of these pieces go out, and guys just come in. Kalen Wallace did a great job. The other Jay Williams did a great job. You know what I mean? These guys are. When I look at a super team, I look at like Kyrie, LeBron, Kevin Love. That to me was a super team. D Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron James. That to me was a super team. They are playing a unique brand of basketball that, unless you start playing team ball and play both sides of the ball, you're not going to beat these guys. These guys are playing true hard nosed basketball and they're young. They're gonna be good for a really long time.
They're going to be like the Bulls of the 90s. That's where I see this team going. If they stay healthy and if they stay together, they're going to have multiple championships. I'm not going to sit here and say 6 or 7 or 10, but they're going to have multiple championships.
For you old guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put words in your mouth. I think in the next 5 years, where you guys, you Corey and Dio, are gonna be talking who's better, Shea or Michael, and I'm gonna be debating the real GOAT, who is Kobe and Shea.
I would debate more Kobe versus Shea than Kobe versus Michael.
So you're saying Kobe's the best player of all time?
I'm saying I would argue Kobe versus Shea compared to Shea versus Michael. Because you know what? Ultimately, Kobe is
The greatest player of all time? Because that's literally what you're saying. That is literally what you're saying right now. You're hearing it too, right, Dio? Boy, I'll tell you what. I'll sell ice to an Eskimo.
All right. Kobe is probably
It is. I agree. I like eating Kobe.
Kobe is probably the best player of all time, but Michael Jordan was that guy.
All right. But which one was Obi Kobe one, and who was the Emperor? Who was the actual true Jedi? Who you got?
Oh, I will give hands down. Michael Jordan was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I will give you that. But then we all know what happens when Anakin comes in, right? The kid who grows up, becomes Darth Vader, the Kingslayer, and Kobe, unalives Obi-Wan. Because that's what happened on 12/17/1997. When, off the bench, Kobe Bryant dropped 33 on Michael's head. Let's not forget that day, please.
Oh. Now, Rodney, could you understand that version?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Don't let me get. Hey, do not make me get in my nerdy side. I will.
Oh Lord.
I will blaze of glory, balls of fury, all over this place. All right. Don't make me get Susical the musical in this motherfucker. I'm just kidding, Bird. Look at your big nose, man. Stop putting your fingers up there. You're stretching it out.
I'm at loss for words right now, and that's normally hard for me. Words may come slow sometimes, but being hard pressed for words right now is never an issue.
Well, I'm so confused on why you're confused. What are you confused about? Other than you called Kobe the GOAT. I love it.
Rod, I can't believe you didn't come back with the little beanie he's wearing today. Who's that on your beanie, Brandon?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's the Jump Man. But in all fairness, I didn't buy this beanie. And if Kobe does have a symbol, a Mamba symbol, I could go buy a Mamba one, I guess.
There you go.
I will say this about Michael Jordan. He does make some very comfortable stuff. And I love those tagless Hanes. I'm just being real. I wear one every day. Undershirt? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Rodney, what you rocking? You rocking the Zion Williamson versions? They don't work.
I wouldn't rock that. I wouldn't rock that for nothing.
Man, he's bare chested down there.
I wouldn't rock the Zion Williamson
for a fear of getting
bush. Injured. I might get that hip abductor and be out 3 weeks.
You broken now? You're gonna be out 3 weeks? What?
The hip abductor, I said.
Oh, well,
where'd they steal it from?
That's a good
question. The hip abductor?
Did I not say it right?
Like a HIPAA violation? Like HIPAA, like
no.
I don't have to tell you my medical stuff?
Or hip abductor.
Thank you.
You're abducted. Like where'd they which hip they steal?
Anyway.
All right, well, we got a couple games tonight. Trailblazers are going down to Cleveland. What's taking on Cleveland? Who you got?
I'm going to take the Cavs.
I say the Cavs lay a big steamer down. And Trailblazers take that game.
The spread is 10.5. and I do like Portland in this game. They've been hot the last couple games. I do like Portland. Nuggets at Pacers. This is a sweep.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yeah, dude. Now they have won 4 games, which is a whole lot better than what they were the last time we checked in with them. Spurs and Magic.
That's going to be the toss-up game.
No, it's not. I'll go first. They don't have Wemby tonight. I'm taking the Magic.
Dio, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Spurs.
Give me the Spurs.
Oh, I can't wait to get my button. Oh, I cannot wait to get my button. The KOD. Clippers at Hawks.
Clippers, Hawks. Give me the Hawks. Clippers are just a bad team.
Yeah, I'll go with the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Hawks in this one as well. However, this game is only a 3.5. Chris Paul, I believe, is back with the Clippers.
I think
Do what?
I think he would send home.
Was he? Harden's been playing. Is Kawhi back? Because I know Kawhi's been in and out.
All right. No, the Los Angeles Clippers are parting ways with Chris Paul.
Oh, they're parting ways.
Yeah.
All right.
They invited him down to Atlanta, but then said, "Hey, we're gonna part ways."
So they brought him back to the East Coast. You're welcome, Chris Paul.
My Lakers are 15-5. They're in second place. 5 games behind Oklahoma City. It doesn't feel that way. It really doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
So we're all taking the Hawks sweep?
Yeah.
Hornets and Knicks.
I'm going to take the Knicks in this one against my team.
Yeah, Brunson didn't have a game last night. Yeah,
You must
I think.
be up on a parlay.
Yeah, I think the Knicks will be all right.
All right. So the Clippers are 5-16. That's how bad they are right now.
They're 10-1 at home. They just happen to blow the one game I put cabbage on them on. Are you serious right now? Sweep. I'll take the Knicks. I started to say they were really bad at home, but I wanted to double check myself, which I don't normally do. Normally I just say something without thinking about it. And I'm really glad I double checked myself because they're 10-1 at home, and that's really like you just happen to blow it every time I'm like, hey, take the Knicks at home. Like they did that to me all last year. I leave the Knicks alone now.
I might be leaving Jalen Brunson alone for future parlays. He missed my parlay by 1 point.
The only time I take Jalen Brunson is if I can get a half a 3. I will take him for a half a 3. He's going to shoot 11 of them. Down to make 1. I like the odds. Kings at Rockets. Oh, wait, hold on, I missed one. Nets at Bulls.
Chicago.
Huh? Chicago? Did you say the Nets, Bird?
No, I said the Bulls.
Okay. Kings at Rockets.
Give me the Rockets.
Yeah, I got the Rockets as well. Pistons at Bucks.
Give me Detroit.
I'm going to go probably on an island. Give me the Bucks.
Because there's noise around Giannis, I think the Bucks at home is a good take. And they've got this marked as a toss-up game. They got the Pistons at 4.5, over 228.5, but the money line's on the Bucks plus 160. I kind of like it.
228.5. I can see that going over.
I think Giannis is going to try to show up and show out. Like I might take Giannis on the over on points. What?
Got his thumb to his nose. Thinking. What are you thinking?
No, I'm good.
I was hoping you were going to say, "Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth." Or something.
We know that look.
Yeah, that look says something. That look says otherwise. What
I'm
are you going to
just-
say?
My game.
Oh, I know what happened. Never mind. I know why he's back there. Heat and Mavs.
I'm going to take the Heat.
What you got, Brandon?
Heat or Mavs? Which one are you taking?
I'm waiting for you, man.
You didn't even give me one on the Pistons. Oh, yeah, you did. You said Pistons. I'm going to take the Mavs at home. I like Dallas at home. I feel so bad for Dallas.
I'll go Mavs.
Oh, you're not going to leave me on an island?
Nah.
Rodney, you got the Heat?
I got the Heat.
That's right. The KOD.
I'm on the island all by myself.
Hey, so question, and this is for real. How do you push an owner out of ownership? And the reason I'm asking this is I have watched Mark Cuban do a wonderful job with the Dallas Mavericks, and then he changed ownership. And dude, I want to root for the Mavericks for the Dallas fans, for the real Dallas fans. I want to root for Mavericks for AD and Kyrie and that debacle that should have never happened with Luka. But then I look at ownership and I'm like, man, I cannot root for y'all.
It's
This is
two
terrible.
ways. It's two ways you can be forced out, but I don't see Mark Cuban being forced out.
Mark Cuban's not the owner anymore, and that's the issue.
I know. Let me finish. I don't see him being forced out. He bought the team for $285 million. Okay, when you can get a valuation of 3.85 billion or what in the 3 billion wise, that's a hell of a return on investment. He wanted to sell that team, but he's a minority owner now. So you know what? Ultimately, he didn't want to be in the spotlight anymore. I think that's what that was.
I'm not talking about Cuban. I watched what Mark Cuban built. What these other people have done is a catastrophe to the game of basketball. It is a catastrophe to the city of Dallas, and it is a catastrophe to the Dallas Mavericks organization. I watched this man build something and take Dirk Nowitzki all the way to the finals and win against LeBron when everybody else couldn't do it. And now I'm watching this whole organization crumble because of the people in the front office that aren't Mark Cuban.
Well,
It's truly, honestly sad for the game of basketball. It's sad.
I don't
I hate
disagree
it.
with you, but you know what? They are getting a new GM in the off season because they fired what was his name, Nico Harrison.
Nico Harris or whatever.
So you you gotta give him some time. I mean, on that transition period because they gotta get the GM right to rebuild. I mean, that's what they're really wanting to do. They wanted to get under the cap, and they got under the cap, and they got Cooper Flag, who I wasn't sold on. So you know what? We gotta see what they put out there with them.
Who called Cooper Flag a generational talent? Who said that?
Everybody was saying that the media spurned the narrative, but you know what? I focus on games that you play bad because you know what? When they do when the other team does something, you can see where the weakness is. Cooper Flag on that Clemson game when they played him in Clemson at Duke, they bottled him up.
In
He was
Clemson at Duke?
Clemson at Duke at Clemson, yeah, last year is what I was saying.
You
I
said you said in Clemson at Duke.
did I?
Yes. So you got two home
Okay,
teams. Which
sorry.
one
I
was
meant
it? Who is the
they
freaking
were
home
at
team?
home against Duke is what I was saying. They bottled
Golly.
they bottled Cooper Flag up to the point he was 14 and had a bunch of turnovers. That's why I wasn't sold on Cooper Flag because he did not, in game, could not make adjustments to overcome what Clemson was throwing at him. It's all I was saying. Sorry I messed up what I was saying. Yet
No, you're
again,
good. No, I'm with. I did not see Cooper Flag as. I did not see Cooper Flag as a generational talent. I saw a good, fundamentally sound kid. Like he was really good at the fundamentals, a little bigger than everybody, but he was not. Deal, you look like you're about to lose it, dude. Oh,
but
you're
then
right.
I just keep looking over at Rod and his expressions.
again, how old was he when he started coming on the scene? He was 14, 15 years old.
Who? Cooper Flag?
Cooper Flag.
I don't care.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why the narrative was been as a generational talent because she started showing promise. But at that
Carmelo
age,
Anthony was more impressive in college than Cooper Flag.
I can agree with that.
LeBron James in high school was better than Cooper Flag. Kobe
I
Bryant
can
in high school was better than Cooper Flag.
I can
I
definitely
don't
agree with that.
understand where we're getting this generational talent from.
Like I said, it's the media narrative. That's all
We're the
it is.
media.
But I'm saying, before we became the media narrative around ESPN and CBS Sports and all these AAU games that never get televised. Guess what was happening? They were televising them for one reason: Cooper Flag.
So Cooper Flag came for money, and his parents could buy his way into getting drafted. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's how the hype was around him. Like, oh, this is going to be the next LeBron. This is going to be the next whoever. And ultimately, we might see. Dio, say what you said on your live before about Cooper Flag. I don't want to mess up. Like, poor man Christian Leitner or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's just like he's that other shopping network's version of Christian Leitner.
He's not even the team move version of Luca.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like, I wouldn't even give him that. I wouldn't. I don't think he's good. But time will tell. We'll get it figured out. But I do think I would like to see them push the new owners out. I would like Mark Cuban to become the owner again, or at least somebody that actually cares about the game of basketball and what was built there. It is a tragedy. It is a tragedy to the Dallas fans everywhere. I feel horrible for all Dallas Maverick fans, just so you guys know. Like, I've always respected the Mavericks, right? Uh, I grew up in Oklahoma City. So like 3.5 hours, 4 hours away from Dallas, right? So I got to see mostly the Stars, the Mavericks, the Rangers, sometimes the Astros. Those are the teams that I got. The Cowboys. Those are the teams I got to watch most because those are the teams in my area, right? And so I grew up watching Dallas, and to see where they were and where they are now, it really is sad. It breaks my heart. I hate it. I hate it for Dallas. So, you guys have anything else you guys want to add?
I think I'm good.
All right, Coach Bacon will be with us tomorrow morning, and we will see you guys next time. This episode is brought to you in part by Heavisit Hellbait Gear. Go to hshbgear.com, 15% off, promo code married. All that links below. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys listening, especially to our fellow across the pond over there in the Great Britain, Poland, and everywhere else overseas. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being part of us. Peace.
Wait till next time.